Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead season 11, episode 18. The final part of the final season, guys. As you can see, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to discover what the writers they prepared for us for this final part of the final season. How all of these narrative arcs, they're gonna conclude them. I said it during the intro of the last episode. I'm excited about it because, like you guys, I think if you are watching reaction videos about The Walking Dead, I think that you are fans of this show, and I think that, like me, you watched these 11 seasons, you were there all along this journey, this long journey, for the good, amazing episodes, and also for the bad ones, you know, for the ones with which we were not so happy about it. You were there for also the emotional moments. We cried together during this last season, you know, for Carl, for situations like that. And I think that we are all waiting to discover what is gonna happen, how they're gonna conclude stuff. I said that during the intro of the last episode, and I said also that I'm really excited about it, but I'm also stressed about it because I know that they don't have so many episodes, in fact, to conclude all of these stories that they created, that they opened, and that they have a lot of work to make for them, and they have also a lot of work to prepare the spin-off that they announced. You know, I'm talking about the stories right there, but we have also the characters. They need to conclude stuff for the characters, for the developments of these characters that they began so many time ago and that they need to end right there, for the relationships. Like, it's gonna be a lot of work and they don't have so many episodes, so I'm excited, I'm stressed, but I'm also prepared for the shortcuts that maybe the writers are gonna be forced to take, and I'm really saying forced because I don't want to blame them, I don't want to be mad at them. That's it, it was 11 long seasons and good seasons. We love this show and we know that at some point it needs to end. For sure, everything, you know, if you think about it, everything can be done better, and we could have expected, you know, 20 more episodes to finish stuff with more time and more space, you know, for all of the characters and stuff like that. But it's like that, so I prepared myself for these shortcuts that maybe they're gonna take. About the last episode, for me it was a good action episode. We had maybe a little thing for the characters, for Negan and Carol, but all of the rest I consider that it was really an action episode, an episode that you are making, that you are writing for the story to make stuff, you know, progress, and it progressed a lot. Like, we are finishing the story with the two narrative arcs which are beginning to connect with each other through characters, you know. We have Negan who went into the Commonwealth, who helped Carol, who told to Carol all of what is happening with Hornsby, so he helped her to find Sebastian so they can talk to Pamela, so Pamela is gonna talk to Hornsby, stop fighting with our guys. You know, things are progressing in both narrative arcs and they are beginning to connect with each other, which is great because we need all of them to be reunited at some point. So we have that which is progressing. We have also the situation, ooh, sun is coming back. We have also the situation into the Commonwealth which is progressing. We have people who are against the system, who are disobeying to the rules, with the curfew, with all of that. So the system, you know, is beginning to be destroyed from the inside, which is great because that was one of the things that I was afraid of some episodes ago, you know, the fact that our guys, we know how they are, you know, with new places like that, they're coming, they're destroying stuff, they're killing people, and they're taking the place for themselves. And right there, we had so many innocent people, you know, who were just living a happy life into a city which was, okay, not ruled the good way, but it was functioning and they were happy, so I didn't want that to happen for our guys to do the same mistakes than before. So I'm beginning to be like, maybe, you know, with these people who are against the system inside, we can destroy the system without killing all of them, you know, something like that. At least they are giving an opening right there, maybe it can happen. And something which is really great in my opinion, it's that big army of deaths coming. And I'm saying that it's great, even if it's gonna be a big fight, it's gonna be a real issue and all, but it's great because it's gonna be a big issue that we're gonna need to resolve, and we're gonna have a big fight against the deaths. And the deaths, they are the basic stuff about The Walking Dead, like they are the first danger. With all of this time that we spent with this show, we discovered little by little that humans, they are worse than dead, you know, into a situation like that, and that they are more dangerous in fact. But to come back to the deaths being the real danger that you have to fight, and right now I think with how I think about how they're gonna write these final episodes, I think that they're gonna be the last ones that our guys, they're gonna fight, they're gonna be the final fight, you know, against these deaths, because there are so many and that's gonna be so difficult to fight and kill all of them. It's great to come back to the basic stuff of The Walking Dead and to end like everything began. You understand what I mean? I think that it's gonna be great because of that. And for now, you know, they are just preparing, I mean the writers, they are just preparing stuff for that final fight against the dead. You know, we're not gonna fight them during this episode. I think that it's gonna come really for the final episodes. Maybe we're gonna resolve the situation into the Commonwealth before that. Okay. I said it, I want the stories to be resolved, the developments of the characters to be resolved and all, but I know already that we're not gonna have the time, the space for that, for all of them. I don't know if this episode can be used for the characters, I don't think so. I think that again we're gonna have an action episode, but yes, at some point I want some moments like that for the characters. I want also, you know, at some point a moment to remember the ones who died. It could be cool. I want Judith to survive to everything. I said it, it's the top one of my wish list for these final episodes. We already know who is gonna survive because of the announce of the spin-off. I said what I said about it. I think that it was such a bad way to promote this final season, and such a good way to kill and destroy the suspense, you know, the tension, and also the expectations of the fans about the final season of your original show, but also about this spin-off, because see, that mood. I think that all of the fans, we were into that mood, like, yes, we're gonna watch it because we love these characters, but are we excited about it? Not that much, because you killed them before even having them. That's why, in my opinion, they transformed, you know, what they prepared for this spin-off. At first, you know, when they announced us this spin-off, it was not what it's gonna be. In fact, at the end, it's reduced. Why? Stop. We're not there to talk about them. I think that at some point, you know, during one of these intros, I'm gonna tell you what I think about this spin-off and which one I'm gonna watch on my own and which ones I'm gonna watch with you, because I don't think that I'm gonna react to all of them. Oh, the weather, you need to decide, is it sunny or not? I'm sorry, if the light is changing a lot during this video, I'm sorry for that. Also, this video, I don't know when you're gonna have it on YouTube. I'm gonna try my best for you to have it on time, like as I planned it, which means normally you're supposed to have it on Tuesday. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. On Patreon you have these two episodes, I mean the episode 17 and 18 on Monday, and each time, you know, for each new episode of The Walking Dead, for sure you're gonna have them on Monday on Patreon, and for sure for YouTube, I want for you guys to have them on Tuesday, but I can't be sure in advance. And on Patreon you have them with an extended or full reaction part. I already hesitated, you know, I mean, I'm already hesitating for the first episode. I mean, for the episode 17, am I gonna put the full or the extended direction part? I think that it's gonna be the extended direction part, but it's gonna be really longer. And I think that with these final episodes of the final season, I might put some full reaction parts, you know, for you guys. My Patreon is the best way to support me. That's why I'm giving you these advantages, you know, to have these episodes sooner, to have them with an extended or full reaction part. And it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. I'm a little reactor, even if I love each one of you and I'm thankful for each one of you who are following me right there on YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about me at all. So if you want to support me, it's on my Patreon. I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode 18. Yes, an action episode. I think that it's gonna be more an action episode, this one. We need to resolve the situation with Hornsby. Like, I can't imagine that we're gonna keep Hornsby until the real end of this show. We need to kill him before that. If not during this episode, during the next one, you know. Let's go.
We've come so far. Lost so much. It's hard to trust when anyone can go at any time.
Another resume!
People who die and the people who go aren't lost forever. I believe that. I have to.
If you're doing that each time, you know, it's great, it's amazing, do it, but it's gonna be rough. With the chronology, you know, is it logical?
You heard him. Lower your weapon. This is not just about you. I need him alive.
You're gonna accuse him. You need someone to accuse, you know, to put the blame on.
What you already be done. Do what you fucking gotta do. What have you done?
Trust her. He couldn't leave you without a little scratch, you know? And how Megan reacted, it was really like, not surprised. I would have done the same.
We get supplies, water, weapons. Pamela provides everything that we need to finish rebuilding. Free and clear.
Then we just go home?
It's up to everyone to decide. What does Pamela get at this? Hornsby takes the fall for it.
So this is about saving your son.
It's not a problem
Yes.
anymore. I think the most important thing is that we're together. I don't want to go alone anymore.
Alright.
Dario? I'm not sure that he's fully convinced. I think that he's thinking
over a few feet.
about the kids, you know.
You're used to it. Wow. I always thought we got along so well. Not me and my man even got into it. But you realize by now, you're not your man.
The realization on this episode is different and I prefer it. There is really, you know, a thought behind pictures, like right there, these two facing each other, even though right there how everything is placed.
We'll be transported back to the Commonwealth.
Never seemed to have a problem with how I got the job done before.
We're not talking about the past, only now. And you've made quite a mess of it now.
Well,
You might survive this.
It's a little hypocrite to say it like that, but why not?
You're an angry, delusional little boy. Trying to win a game, too foolish to realize that you've never actually been a player in it.
That's a strong line,
you still need me.
you know, to create for her character.
If something happens to me,
You know, before that she was okay doing bad stuff, but we add the thing like still she's trying to do nice things. Right there, that line, it was...
Thanks in part to the assistance of friends and allies, along with our dedicated armed forces, he was unable to escape. Justice will be served.
You believe that? Nah, not that much.
We will celebrate. We will not forget, but we will rise above this.
Promises like that into a show like that?
Commonwealth. People are leaving. It's not your problem anymore.
Are you
I'm still
leaving,
standing
Eugene?
here.
I know. Thank you.
You show me your home, I can show you mine.
Maybe someday.
Oh no, we don't want these two to be
But not yet.
separated.
You sure you want to go?
Yeah, that's fine. Been on the road a few weeks, so it's a funeral, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's all set. I'll grab some water, okay?
It's a few more weeks, huh?
Sorry.
Don't be.
Sorry.
Henry?
No, I haven't forgotten about it.
We didn't forget, and
Take happiness forever.
you mentioned Glenn into the last episode, and Henry into this one.
Never I thanked you for saving her.
I want to thank you for saving me. We don't have to, we just do it.
Oh, it's a real goodbye for your character.
You do.
Jerry
Do
also.
that before you know it. It's okay.
No, it's not. Some of you are gonna die.
Yeah, it's yours.
My mom talks about the day she'd hang up her sword for good. Not that we'd be completely safe, but I'd have to feel like she didn't need it anymore. If I keep that, things go back to how they were. But they should be better.
It will be, once we get on.
Well, what about everyone else here? Shouldn't we stay and help them? Isn't that what you and Mom and Dad did at Alexandria and Hilton? The only difference now is that you'd rather run away at the same time.
God damn it. Stop. Stop.
No, you know that she tells the truth, and that's what you thought earlier. Oh, the four of you, these goodbyes are lasting too long. Like it's true goodbyes.
You're not coming for me. If it's about the treatment, I have plenty of medicine to make sure. Maybe tell me truth.
It's not.
They saved him.
Not please, easy. When I set out with Eugene and you were gone, we were all desperate for help. And I was desperate to make a difference. One last time. This place, these people. Give me a second chance to do a whole lot more, so that's what I want. Helping the people of another kingdom before it falls apart. Hey, on down. You can hold me back.
I'm not ready for these goodbyes.
There are certain things you need to do if you're ever going to leave this place.
Never. Please,
Matt.
never.
It is an absolute privilege to be with you here today as we honor the founding of our great home. That is crap. I don't need this. I don't need because I'm a Milton.
Yes, it's my answer to his stupidity. Spoiled, assant, wants to rule because of his blood.
Politics was not my first choice either. You were born to leave this place.
Again, that scene coming like that around her character, really picturing her as the villain when it was not so obvious before that. You know, they were more playing like it's a complicated character.
What was that? You're in the right place.
You're gonna need to stay there.
It's not getting too real for you.
No.
Not bad.
Staying here isn't an option.
Yeah.
But you can risk him, huh?
It's not your own once you have kids, it's never the same. I was just walking up with that man.
And I keep hearing Ian and Jesse and all the people they killed. We don't leave this place because it's us.
Oh, that's really a character episode, you know? About the relationships, about their evolutions and their decisions now. Oh, you're gonna take it? Please! Never leave it behind.